Hello everybody and welcome back. This is the monthly update for the Pan palette, and this is my palette, the Marvycorn. And it's going slow but steady. I'm getting more use out of this palette than I would if I didn't have it in this project, but I'm not getting a whole lot of use. There aren't any pans, there aren't any major dips, but we are getting some use out of it. So let me pop up a picture of what it looked like at the intro and what it looked like last month. And then I'll take a picture of this month and we'll go ahead and show you right now. This is what it is looking like. Yeah, not a lot going on. There's some disturbance down here. There's some disturbance up there. Let's go over all the shades and how many times I've used them this month. So I am wearing several of them today, and I will tell you what shades they are, and we'll go over that. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, I have been posting pictures of my eye looks. This is very similar to the one I posted yesterday. If you want, let me know, and I will add the names of the shades and what palettes they're coming from in the photos, but I'm just taking photos of the looks. So, anyway, back to this palette. In the last month, I've used the shade Flaughter. Okay, let me bring it up here. I've used Flaughter twice this month, bringing a total of 9 uses, and it did have a chip in it, but I've been kind of focusing in where that chip is, and there is a bit of a dent going on there, if you can see that. The next shade across the top. So my focus shades this month were Muddy. This one right here, which is sort of a champagne shimmer, and I'll swatch that for you on the back of my hand here, and it is very close to my skin tone. You can't even see that I did it. Hold on. Let me swatch that again. Let me get a better swatch for you so you can actually see the color. There we go. It's a very creamy texture. Yeah, you still can't really see it. Maybe if I bring it back here, you can kind of see it. It's very close to my skin tone. It is a very champagne shimmer. I've been putting it on. I have it on today as a base look all over the lid and in my crease. And yeah, I've been doing that a few times this month. I've used it 6 times this month. I noticed in the photos that there is like an oil ring around it, so it definitely has more of a creamy texture and is been leaking oil. And then the other color I've been focusing on this month is this one down here, the hot pink, called Tongue Pop. And I'll give you a swatch of that. And I have that on my lids today in the inner corner. And there is Tongue Pop, and right above that is the Moody, and you can see I have the pink there. Once you blend it out with the Muddy, it's not quite as vibrant, and so it's not as intense, but I can pair it with other shades and layer it more to make it, build it up and make it more intense. I wore it in my 80s intro. I Child of the 80s intro. I wore it in that. Working our way across the top. Don't really have any use. Okay, we'll just go to the next color I used. I did use Moana from last month's focus color right here. I did use that once this month, and that was today, and I used it on my lower lash line. You can't really see it, but it's a nice contrast between the pink. The outer corners is black, and then actually I forgot to put a color in the middle. So it's just sort of that muddy. And then the other colors I've used this month, I used Savage, this dark brown here. I used that twice to darken up Tongue Pop. And I've used the highlighter Sheesh. I've used 5 times this month, including today. I'm wearing it as a highlighter and on my brow bone highlight. And then for the first time today, I used Livin' the Life, which is this middle sort of peachy orange highlighter, and that is on my inner corner today. And that is a really pretty color. I think I'm going to try and focus on that next month. And then today I also put on my forehead, you can see it mostly, but also on my cheeks on top of my contour. I have 800 very lightly. I'm using it as sort of a shiny thing. I've used it 3 times this month. So, you know, it's getting some use. Next month, I think I'm going to focus down the middle of the palette. So we're going to have the first one in the top is Honey Bobu, which is an orange shimmer. And then I'll focus on Livin' the Life, which I'll probably use mostly as a highlight, an accent, because that's too dark as a highlighter on me. And then down at the bottom we have Savage. So let me swatch those for you. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on for the next month. It's sort of an orangey shade. I'm not sure how I feel about oranges. I've never really been a fan of orange. But we're going to give it a try and we're going to see how it looks. These are the shades here. So this top one, that is Honey Bobu, which I think is a typo. It's supposed to be Honey Boo Boo, but you know, it says Honey Bobu. The middle one there is the highlighter shade Livin' the Life. And then the bottom there is Savage. And I can build that up and make it darker. Or I can sheer it out and make it lighter. And that's how we're going. I'll continue to use all the other shades when I feel it's appropriate. But yeah, it's getting a little bit of love and some wear. No major dips forming yet. But there's a little bit of a dip in Moana. I always want to say that wrong. And then there's the dip in Flodder. Oops, sorry. There's a dip in Flodder from that crack that I've been expanding, and there's a little bit of a dip in Moana. And I don't think there's a dip in any of the shades I used this month. Muddy might have has a little bit of a disturbance, and that there's a little bit of a dip starting to form in Sheesh, and these colors over here I haven't really touched. But I just hit pan in my black shadow in another project. So I am going to start focusing on the black shadow in here, using it to deepen up outer corners and as eyeliners. So we will see some use coming in that, and that is the shade Breakdown right here. And we're just going to keep working our way across the palette, and then we'll see how everything goes, because this is kind of the first couple months I'm trying to learn how the colors work, and I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I did this look the other day, yesterday, with the pink on the inside, black on the outside, and then before I topped it with gold in the middle. I forgot to do the gold today. And then yesterday's look had blue from another project on the bottom, lashes, and today I did Moana. That's hard for me to say. I don't know why, but it is hard for me to say. So that's everything for this month's Pan That palette. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you are not already subscribed and you want to see more of this content, hit that subscribe button and make my day. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.